What is up, guys? Jake from OneHive here with the next war recap video. While I was over with the patrons taking care of business against Powerbang, the guys at OneHive were taking care of business back at the fort against Singapore. So nice war there. Good job to them. Good job to everybody at OneHive. We will show what they did. They did use most of their attacks. So we'll go through and show it. Obviously struggled with a 3-star with a few of them sprinkled in there, but bases held up well. Their 11s got all 2-starred, and their 10s got either 2 or 3-starred. We'll show some of those, obviously. All 9s cleaned up. Excellent stuff. Good stuff. All right, first thing we're going to show, though, is a 2-star on this Town Hall 11 by the Plow. I still like watching these. I still think it's a good thing to pay attention to is how to take out these Town Hall 11s as a Town Hall 10 and open up some of those 11 attacks to come down. I think it's a very, very important part of the meta right now. That's what Plow's doing here. Dropping in his queen with his queen walk. Dropping in some more troops. His giant with a few wizards. That's just going to force the queen in the direction he wants her to go. And then this is all about percentage points. You know, he's dropping the poison down for that king as he's coming out to engage his queen there. I mean, Plow has these lower level heroes, like, you know, even lower than I do at this point. 31-30. So he's got to really take care of that queen, make sure that her walk is successful. Otherwise, it's all for naught. Because the queen, you know, that's where all your percentage comes from. Well, not all of it, but that's where a big chunk of your percentage comes from. So check out that storage. She's just going to walk her way down from here. Take out all of these trash buildings, all these point defense. Again, got to be careful because, you know, she takes damage pretty quickly. 2-point defense on her. She's going to actually, the healers can't keep up. Eventually, they'll go down. But right there, the cannon goes down with 1-point defense. They're going to get caught back up. Luckily, it takes out that archer, that air defense before it even gets a shot off on his healer. So that's good. She's pretty much, at this point, engaging them one at a time until she gets down here to the bottom. You'll see this little group of point defense down here that he knows is going to be an issue, but he'll take care of that when he gets there. Another cannon going down, and now she's going to wrap around the base. He's already up to 20%, so that's good news. You know, you just got to get to that 50% barrier and then get that town hall. It's just this town hall is a little bit offset, a little easier to get to, but he wants to try to get in and get this eagle artillery taken care of because that's obviously a huge threat to him. But right here, drop it in the golem, drop it in the wall breakers. He's just going for it right now at this point, not waiting for the queen to get that. But again, you see that queen's ability because of how quickly she goes down once she encounters quite a few point defense. Did have to beat through a little bit with the wall with the Valks there, but they do it really easily. Come through, he's got the jump spells down. You see how he directed those Valks up there like that with that jump spell? That was actually pretty cool. It didn't quite pan out because everything sort of drew them in for a moment, but then it does go down to the king. The queen's up in there. The poison on that dragon is slowing it down, and they're already with that second jump going right to that next inferno tower, and then on to the town hall. Will be shortly follow there behind. The king sort of went off, but they come back in. Now he's on that town hall, and that's all he's got to do. He's already over the 50% barrier. Just has to take that town hall out right there. It goes down, gets the inferno tower, actually gets quite a bit more percentage here, 58%, but he drops some outside troops, which grab a few more buildings, gets it up to, what is it here, 65, I think, if I remember right, 64%. Take it all day long. Good job, Plow. All right, moving on here. Check out some Town Hall 10 action. Duce doing his thing on number 11. Kind of you know, an wide open base, which is just begging for some Valks to come in and wreck it up. And Duce is going to do it here. Sends in that one hog for this easy CC lure, brings that out to the queen here, drops the healers down, has the poison for those, so you know she's not going to take a lot of damage. Right there, perfect poison, takes that out. Actually has a witch in there, but that's going to get taken down really easily once she gets into that poison as well. The dragon's going down. The queen handles all of that. Just one more second, and it'll be over. There it is. Everything's done. Now he can start focusing on the rest of his attack. So let's queen walk down here, start taking out some of these trash. But look at the time on this attack. 1:30 left on this attack. He's not even started. All he's done is cleared the CC for the most part. So it's going to be really fast and furious once they get going, but that's what Valks do. Look, he's got 19 of them, plus he's got the CC. I believe he's got Valks in there as well, so just a massive Valk attack. But when people leave only 2 compartments, I mean, essentially that's what this base is 2 compartments. That's what you can do. You know, that's not actually a base design in all reality. That's just a square with all your stuff in it. So here comes the Valks, sending them in right there. Actually, he's got hogs in the CC. I forgot. Yes, hogs in the CC. It comes into that core, easily freezes up that inferno tower, rages those guys up, drops a heal for him. Second Inferno Tower goes down. Boom. That core just gets just decimated, just melted. The king and some Valks and the queen now on the outside going around. He's got some hogs he's going to start dropping in. And remember, he's got the CC full of them as well. But this base is really honestly already done. I mean, you see the Valk still doing work down there on the bottom. I mean, it's just right here come the hogs. But I mean, I really think he could have 3-starred this base without dropping his CC troops. That's how badly he wrecked it up. So really nicely done there to Duce. In fact, this hog just got made into bacon right there. So it's a fact he could have 3-starred without him. They really didn't do anything. But he did get the 3-star. So nice job. As soon as that archer tower goes down, and that's it. Just smashed it. Awesome. All right, drop down one spot here. Check out Megan Mo Money doing her thing on this base. A little more complex design here, so that's good to see. Someone that just didn't build a box and put all their things in it. Actually put a little thought into this one, trying to make it difficult. And what's good about this base is that the funnel. The funnel is what's everything on this base. He does have all of his important stuff in that main compartment in that core. So if Megan can funnel her troops into there, it's not that hard. But when you got these bases like that, they're sort of designed to wrap things around, especially with Valks. You really got to make sure it's nice and wide, that they have nowhere else to go except for into that core, and then they'll behave. They'll go there. So grabs that CC lure, brings him down, drops the poison. She's taking care of that dragon and those balloons. They're going to be so slow moving through there. They won't even be able to get to this queen before they're done. So the dragon's going to be done in just a moment as that poison ramps up on it, and then the queen's just going to one-shot these balloons. Boom, boom, boom. They're gone, and now it's all set up. And you see this is going to be part of that funnel, really creating it nice and wide, letting it sort of develop. There's the first jump spell. And I forgot about the little hole in this base, which is not really what you want to do. She's got the jump spell there, triggered the bombs, triggered the traps, dropped that giant in there. I'm not sure what she's doing there. There goes the Valks right there, dropping them in. Now the good thing about this is that the king and the queen, they're kind of they're in that core, so the king actually kind of slows those Valks down and pulls them back in because they would have wrapped around the base, but that jump spell there and that king actually pulls them back in. Once they get in that core, boom, gone. So yeah, you never want to leave that hole in your base. That just makes it that much easier to do. Once she's in there, you see the Valks still working their way through. A few hogs on the backside with a heal. They're taking care of part of it. A balloon up there doing a little bit of work. The queen's still walking around. Just absolutely destroys it. There it goes. We'll fast forward through the rest of it because as that last wizard tower goes down, it is all over. But the cleanup, which the wizards are helping out with, the queen's still up, has a Valk in there too, still up. Nicely done. Good exploitation of a hole in that base. All right, one more Town Hall 10. We'll check out a few Town Hall 9s. IU Jimmy. Taking this one out, again with Valks. Valks with King right now, I guess, at basically all Town Hall levels, which, it's the way it goes. It's the way it goes. It'll change, though. It'll change. Base design and all that stuff will catch up, and you'll see more diversity. But what's he doing here? He's got the queen down on the right side, dropping in those healers on top of her, letting her take some damage, clear through some of these high HP buildings, but then she's going to get onto this point defense and start dealing with all of that. So that's going to take a few moments because she is taking out those storages first. Because that one cannon is not fully upgraded, she is able to sort of just hang on, even being level 40. She can deal with quite a bit of damage. Once those cannons go down, she's going to get a chance to get healed back up. Up top there, the balloon to take out that cannon that was just freely exposed, which is perfect. The queen sort of eyeballing this enemy queen, but she's not going to be in range to come out just yet. The CC troops coming out, goes ahead and drops down the poison. That's going to help with that. Again, another witch in here, but that is not going to be a big deal. Once she gets into that poison, all those skeletons are just going to evaporate, and that queen is going to, excuse me, that skeleton, goodness gracious, that witch is going to go down quick too. Now, the queen took a lot of damage there because that X-bow was on her the whole time. That dragon was getting some shots off, but drops that rage down, gets her healed right back up. Wall breakers come in. They actually get a little love from that rage spell as well, so that was a well-placed rage spell. From there, the queen's going to continue her walk on through the base. Unfortunately, that queen never quite got in range to come out and engage, otherwise she could have taken care of that as well. But she's still getting good value, getting defenses taken care of. There's a skeleton trap going down. The queen is just going to continue on doing her thing, still take out more and more defenses, and just setting up the rest of this attack here. Again, the 12 Valks you see there. Also, you've got the CC troops. You got to worry about 11 hogs that Jimmy brought here, so... Here come the Valks, the jump spell, the king. They're going to go right in. Obviously, that queen is going to draw them in as well, so there's really nowhere else for them to go. They're going to go to the core, which is perfect. It does have a free spell for that backside, as soon as he needs it. Got the hogs coming in right there to sort of back up that queen. Did not even use the free spell there, which was interesting. Could have done it now. He's used the free spell, but honestly didn't need it there. I don't know if he just sort of got distracted or whatever. Could have had that down easy. Would have saved him a few troops, but honestly, still got the job done. So what does it matter? Comes in, got the heal for those hogs. A lot of hogs working through this base right now, and really not a lot of good giant bomb positions. So he's feeling pretty good about it. Taking out this backside with a few hogs and a few wizards, and now his large group cutting through the base. That king's still up, and it's still beating on them because his valks are all wrapping around the base and all that, but just a few defenses left. Once those go down, they will turn around and try to help out. They do get roasted up to those giant bomb. Kind of an off, weird set giant bomb there that does take it out, but he's got a ton of valks left. He's got his king up, he's got his queen up. It's not going to matter. Still a 3-star. Excellent attack to Jimmy. All right, a couple of Town Hall 9s now. Let's see here, 16, looking at Lars doing his thing. Again, more Valks, what do you know? Go Vaho here, coming in on the right side with a hog there just to grab that easy CC lure. Wants to pull that out. Got the queen down with some healers there on the bottom. That minion on the right side for that army camp just to take it out, push the queen there it wants to go. Unfortunately, it was such a long travel time that the wizard and dragon come over there, but fortunately enough, it was enough time to get that taken care of. So the dragon and the wizard come over. They're standing in the poison now, so the queen's fine. No big deal. She does take a shot from each of them, which brings her down pretty low. That was a little bit of a panic, I think, right there. I think he would have been fine because the dragon was down, the wizard was down. A little bit of a panic ability, but that happens. You don't, it's better to be safe than sorry most of the time. You don't want to lose that queen, otherwise this attack would have been over. So it drops the next poison onto the defending queen, because she is going to come out and engage here in just a moment when he gets towards that mortar there. So it was a little bit early on that poison. Really didn't get a lot of benefit out of it because the queen didn't engage in time. But so he goes ahead and drops the rage down, deals with that. And now on the right side, coming in with a golem and some wizards, just trying to create this funnel on this right side. There is a lot of trash there that could potentially pull his troops around, so he wants to make sure gives it time for that to develop. Those wizards time to take care of all the trash on the right side, and then boom, right there. Good angle on it. Didn't drop it too far to where they might be tempted to wrap around. Just right up the middle. They're going to go in, no problem. There's the jump spell to keep them moving forward. And I like these CC of hogs right there, though. CC of hogs actually come through. Almost everything they were targeting was distracted, so they just kind of waltzed through the space without any real damage coming their way. And then the rest of the hogs coming in from the top side here. He does have 2 heal spells still. You see giant bombs going off there to the Valks and the Golem and the King and all that. So that's all perfect. Healing up those hogs as they come in. The Queen still wrapping around, still doing damage. Just everything worked really, really nicely on this attack. Has a heal spell left with only a couple of defenses actually left. Goes ahead and drops it on those hogs to keep them up. That little ghetto double bomb set actually worked. I think that might be the first time I've ever seen it work before. They came at the perfect angle and triggered all of it, and it sort of was effectively a double bomb set. So props to that guy. He's got the triple bomb over here and the ghetto bomb set over there. But he had the 1 hog left. He had some the king left. He had the queen left. We'll fast forward here because it's that Tesla goes down. That is it. It should be cleanup time now. The troops got to get through some of these walls, but once they do, everything goes down, and he gets the 3-star. Nicely done to Lars. All right, one more for you guys, one more. And we will wrap this one up. And then a little announcement about a war going on this weekend that you guys might be interested in. Rahi going in on 19 here. More Valks, but this time he's got some loons. This guy wanted to put all 4 of his air defense right there in the core. So Rahi said, okay, no problem. I'm going to get my Valks in there. I'm going to take care of that. Probably drop a jumper right on top of that town hall. And then from there, I'm going to drop balloons on all of your outside defenses, sir. And so that's what he does. He sets it up with the golems here. Wizards on the outside, taking care of business. The queen taking care of the CC troops. Creates that funnel, and then here come the Valks already going through this base. He's got the double jump, the first one to let him in, the second one to keep him moving through it. The queen right there engaging, so they're going to run over, swing up, take her out real quick. There is a giant bomb, but he's got him healed up, so that's good news. Take that out, rages at this point, and then the second jump to let him keep moving through the base. So actually one of the air defenses down now, about to be a second one on the right side. You see they're going out, there it goes. 2 ADs down. The rest of them are about to be engaged here by the king. So he's already got balloons moving in. The queen sort of wrapping around the base on the bottom. Not the worst thing that ever happened. One more air defense, and it is protected. I think that second jump spell could have been placed better. It would have allowed his king to just move. He could have dropped it right on top of the town hall. all that would have been open this entire time. But loses a few balloons to it, but not that big a deal. Drops the rest of it on the bottom, and the air defense does go down here. One more swing, boom, it's gone. Balloons have already taken care of business, though. Just hardly any defenses left. Once that goes down, it's just cleanup. So nicely done. A little off on the spells, but besides that, beautiful attack. Good plan for that base right here. All right, guys, there you go. That is it for this one. Again, good try to Singapore. Excellent job to OneHive. Absolutely just crushed it this war. There's the stats. Really a lot of discrepancy in the 3 stars, but that's the way it is. All right, now. A range war this weekend. It's going to be epic. For those of you guys that need a little history lesson, we have warred this clan twice. Twice in the past. They were an open modding clan back when modding was a thing. Now, obviously, they're not. They're a fair play clan, just like most of the other clans that aren't, they're not using burner accounts, stuff like that. We actually beat them back then, and I'm sure they are chomping at the bit for their revenge. Some of you guys know who I'm talking about, Dragonflower. It is going to be a fun war. I am going to be streaming it on, this was an arranged war, by the way, guys, so everything is going to be pretty much even. I am going to be streaming it on Sunday. I'm just going to wait to the end and stream it up. So it will be a Sunday stream. And, the first day seems to be a little bit boring. People aren't that active. So it's going to be Sunday. Be watching for it. I'll let you know what time and all that. But it should be a fun war. Hope you guys are looking forward to it. Until next time, Jake from OneHive, doing my best to help you guys suck less.